Good morning. This is Shirley, the herb lady from Alaska. A lot of people have things to release and they do not release it. And more I study on these flower essence, I see that the need of people, they're locked in their cells. Remember I told you, when you go through a problem, even when you were as a child, it's locked in your cells. And what these flower essence does is opens it up and release the problem that you have, so you don't keep having it every 90 days when the cells come in. If you don't release it, it keeps coming in for the rest of your life. Release It is a blend of 7 flower essence that helps a person go through a healing, grieving process so they can let go of what they have lost. It helps them process the pain, the sadness, and finding inner peace, love, and joy again. The blend is helpful for anyone who is going through a major loss and has experienced in its past a breakup in relationships, physical, sexual abuse, a divorce, a death of a loved one, including pets. It can also help when you lose materials, such as losing one's job, or going bankrupt, or having the house burned down. Release It also helps people who are clinging to the past to become more to the present, finding hope and confidence to face the future. Release It is also a good remedy for those who complain a lot and blame others for their problems and their lack of success. There are some people who's always blaming other people and not taking the responsibility. They're doing it. Here are the flower essence in the blend, how it helps a person with grief and let go of what has been lost. Now, you remember I tell you this, affirmations. Well, with Release It, it is, although it isn't, it's essential to say the affirmation with the flower essence, but repeating the affirmation while using flower essence means that you're working on the problem, both mentally and emotionally. Here are some of the samples of the affirmation to use on Release It. And a lot of people, we do this even when we're trying to lose weight, or we're trying to do something that we've never done before. Because some people, they haven't, like with me, I would have to say, I need to exercise. I need to exercise. That's my affirmation. And or either make time to do it. And when people start doing that, they get it in their mind. I did a brain class, 30 classes. It was a college class. And she said you make trails into your brain if you keep repeating it out loud over and over and over again. And then it's like driving. She said, you just drive automatically. She said you can play the piano automatically. You can do about anything if you keep doing it over and over and over again. So the affirmation on Release It is, number 1 is, I have all love and support I need. I have all the love and support I need. I have all the love and support I need. Number 2 is, I am grateful for all that I have. And a lot of us as Christians, we should say that a lot of times anyway. I am grateful for all that I have. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. I am grateful for all that I have. Number 3 is, I'll let go of the past and feel confidence in the future. And if you're a Christian, the only thing in the future is what God has planned for you. A lot of times you can get in the way by sinning or open the door for the enemy to come in and mess you up. But most of the time, if you close that door and repent and turn around and not do it again, then your future can be, I won't say bright, but brighter with God, because He has much for us. Because He's got me doing a lot of things I didn't think I would do. I let go of the past and feel confidence of the future. And the last one is, number 4, with God's help, I can heal and find joy again. And they have to remember that. I have people that come here and they say they're a Christian, and they whoa, it's me. Whoa. I mean, 10 years, 15, 20, 30 years. Whoa, it's me. And they say they're a Christian. It says, with God's help, I can heal and find joy again. And the joy, when you're complaining and you're putting acid in your body, and that's making you sick, but when you start rejoicing and have joy, that makes you well. So that, and when you have release, it says take 4 to 10 drops under the tongue whenever you feel sad or grief over a lost one. And we had one lady, she came in and she bought a lot of the bottles because she had read this, and when she went to the funeral, she was putting it under people, I mean, she knew them, and she was putting it underneath their tongue. And I have never forgot it, because what was so amazing with it was the boy had died. He was a fisherman, and he had went over the back and he left 2 little babies and a wife, and he was only 28 years old. And she was just, they were sad, but she said, she came back and she said, it made the funeral much better because they were so thankful for what he did do for the 28 years instead of, and the parents and the wife was missing him, but she said they was able to speak about him without falling to pieces. And I thought that was so great, because we all need to grieve. In the Bible, you know how they grieve? They hit their chest 7 times, and they just keep hitting, for 7 days, and they just scream and because you got to let it out. If you don't let it out, that's why you keep repeating it over and over. You got to let it out. But they sometimes it was 7 days, other times it was 30 days. But the main gist of it, you have to grieve and take 4 to 5 drops 4 times a day if you have a significant loss, death of a loved one or a pet, a divorce, a breakup, separation, property loss, bankruptcy, business loss, a sense of a heartbreak. I think teenagers, when they break up, they should have this, because some teenagers, their first love, they just think it's terrible. They don't realize that maybe that wasn't the right one. But when first hearing the bad news, it's also helpful to take distress remedy. So when you first hear it, take distress remedy. I've already talked about that. And then release it. You've got to release it. And when release it, take a few deep breaths. Breathe in quickly and inhale slowly. And go, oh. And this will help you get in touch with your pain and cry and let go of it. It also helps if you look around at all the things you still have and appreciate each one, saying, I am thankful for, and just see what you do have and what you're thankful for. And I do a lot of times when people come back from the war, I'm thankful for my arms and my legs. I've been listening about the Civil War. Some of them came back without legs, without arms, some without eyes. Just be thankful. If you are a health practitioner, take release to clients who expect you to fix them. You don't have any responsibility in healing process. You have to give it to anyone who is habit, whiner, or complainer. You can spray it in the air, you can do everything. But the main thing is to release the past and look towards the future. And I hope you see somebody that might need release, or maybe you need to release. But have a great day and enjoy your herbs.